Aries, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of December. We'll get a reading for the past, present, and future, kind of where you were, where you are now, and what to look forward to, or what we need to tweak to kind of get to the place that we want to be. We're here to raise the vibration. We're here to kind of get our right foot forward, especially for the new year, because we're around the corner from that, right? So let's go ahead. We'll jump right in. At this point, you guys have seen these videos enough times to know what the deal is. But if not, just you'll see once we get through some of these. But we're going to get a reading of like a vibe of the month. See what we are looking at for the month of December. Ooh, okay. So the vibe and the energy that I'm getting is called, the card here is called the Forgotten. It's missed opportunities, fear of failure. So I feel like for Aries right now, there is some sense of a missed opportunity. So there's a very low energy, and I feel like we are going to have to tweak some things and kind of shift our energy into a positive to kind of see what the future is. So I just want you to hang in there, because I feel like if you guys are in the low vibrational, low energy phase right now, just not to be disheartened, because again, you're in control of your own life. All the, like, from start to finish, everything in the middle is moving pieces, and you are in control of that, right? So I have a video about manifesting, so if you guys want to check that out, it kind of gives you like an idea on how to navigate like your own life and your own moving pieces, because you are the creator of your own story. So I always say that, because this isn't set in stone. Whatever I tell you today is not set in stone. This is for you to kind of figure out and navigate. Like, if you like it, great, leave it, keep the energy. If you hate it, you want something different, you have to change your energy, you have to change your mindset. So right now we are in the missed opportunities, fear of failure. I'm getting a sense for a lot of you guys that there's some kind of relationship that you're hanging on to. So there's like a group of you, not everybody, right? Not everybody. There's a lot of people coming in watching these videos, but I am getting a sense that there is a person out there that has been like coming in and out, a back and forth kind of a thing. So there is a sense of a missed opportunity. I'm getting 1111 on my phone right now. So if that's the number that you've been seeing, just want to let you know that that literally just showed up. And that for me is also an energy of like your guides are with you and they're going to get you out, and you just need to pay attention to the signs and what you're trying to manifest, and just remember that what you're manifesting isn't what that person is. And same thing with like career or job, because I feel like it doesn't have to be a relationship, but like I think you're hanging on to something and there was a missed opportunity because you were too scared to let go. So that's the vibe. You are too scared to let go for whatever reason. Maybe you have an abandonment issue, maybe there's fear of change, or it could just be very well that like there's an unknown and that scares everybody. Change always scares everybody. So, and like being alone, if you are afraid of like that letting go because you're going to be alone for a little bit, that's all valid. All those are valid, but there is a sense of not letting go and then missing an opportunity. So keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and pull some past, present, and future now. Just lay that out and we'll start. Yep, there was some heartbreak. Oh, I forgot to take this out. That does not apply. That is not a normal tarot card. Okay. Now I can put that to the side. So the past right now, we have the Moon, we have the Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So there is heartbreak. There's heartbreak in the past. I am getting a sense that there was a back and forth. If this is a relationship, and it doesn't have to be, right? Like it could be any topic. Could be work, could be family, could be friends. But there is a sense of words that were said that were hurtful. Your heart basically broken. Things that were done that were unforgivable. There's a sense of okay. So there's the Moon card is showing me that you had to go within to kind of see why you were in this situation in the first place. And maybe you guys didn't reflect on that, but your guides have at this point brought it up in the past, that you were put in a position to kind of reflect on what brought you here. And I don't know why I'm getting a lot of you guys blamed yourselves. And that this is my fault. Oh, this is my fault. Like, that's not the point. The point isn't, it's not your fault. It truly isn't, but it was a lesson that needed to be learned. And you needed to reflect right now and be like, okay, well, I chose this situation because this happened to me in the past, and I'm more likely going to choose this situation because of my past. So it's like, childhood traumas, like I mentioned abandonment issues as one of them, and you might not have that, but I'm just using it as an example. But like if you were like had some kind like of abandonment as a child, maybe I don't know, I can't give an example, but okay, like maybe your parents got a divorce and it's a valid reason for them to get a divorce, but yeah, you will have some kind of abandonment issue because you feel like, your fault possibly for them getting a divorce, something along those lines. Or like, you didn't have a mom all the time, you didn't have a dad all the time, which is all valid. It's an experience that so many people live through, right? But there is a trauma behind that leads you to make decisions about like choosing a person that kind of makes you feel like you have to stay with them and not leaving even though it's bad. And there's so many things that it could be, but there's something about reflecting here and not kind of doing that. Also, I'm getting a vibe of there was information that came through that um it was like you had rose-colored glasses on the whole time and you finally took it off, so what was seen was unseen. Like, there was something that you found out, um, and that's all stemmed with the moon card, right? So, there's some kind of information, and it just feels sneaky to me, um, and the other reason another reason why I'm kinda bringing this up, but so we do have a sense of there's a lot of comfort with this in situation. So, this is all tied to the forgotten card, so that kinda all makes sense now, but there is feeling of nostalgia, and when I say that, it just feels close to home. So whatever situation you were in, again, it could be friends, works. I'm getting pulled to like this was a relationship. It doesn't have to be, right? Just hear me out. Like it does not have to be. It's the theme, not the subject. But there's a sense of this trauma was so close to home that it felt safe, even though this isn't normal and isn't safe and isn't okay. Like there's work you need to do. But it felt like it was bringing you back to like a comfortable spot, so you were okay with it. But there's something about this that you didn't let go, like you have held on to that, kind of leaked into the present. Um, but there is again missed opportunity, the past linked to that because of the situation. And I feel like if this is a person and this is like a reading of more of like a wake up call, right? So let's look at the present, because your guides want you to know this because they want you to be better, not like do better, but be better for yourself because there's a low energy coming into this reading. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Wands in reverse and then the Seven of Cups. So I'm getting you have a lot of avenues that are opening up for you. I'm going to say this and like taking it with a grain of salt. You have a lot of avenues opening up for you, but you don't even realize them because you are so low vibrational energy right now. So I'm saying this for you to be like, okay, let me see what these opportunities are. Because when you open your eyes now, you're just like, oh, and that changes your entire vibration. You raise your vibration. You become happier because you're just like, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't realize I had an opportunity to go on a ski trip. Or you're right. I didn't realize that I had an opportunity to go have like a girls' day at the mall. I was just so in my own head. Or, a guy's trip, whatever, right? There are opportunities, and even like someone that like maybe asked you on a date, but you just didn't realize it because you were so uncomfortable, or like just little breadcrumbs to leading you to different things, but in like the universe is dropping these breadcrumbs, but you're just not seeing them because you're still stuck in this like heartbreak, back and forth kind of energy. But again, the missed opportunity coming here again, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. There is more information coming through about whatever situation that you're in, and you are not hearing it. That is really big to me, specifically right now. So if you are hearing this, your guides kind of want to tell you to like open your eyes because there's information that's coming in that you're completely avoiding and not really listening to. Again, this is a new beginning, like a beginning of first Ace of Swords, it's like a new beginning to like just experiencing things, and it's a miss because it's in reverse. So there, that again, so missed opportunity, but it is also a fear. Like it's a fear based. This whole situation is fear, and I think you don't give yourself enough credit. There was a video that I watched where somebody said something like, "Did you see all that you've gone through and you made it here today?" Like, do you see that? Do you see all those steps that you took to get here? All the hurdles, all the pain, all the hurt, all the happiness, all of it. Like, did you see that? You're here today. And you need to give yourself credit for that, because I think you don't realize how strong you actually are. And you are very, 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 very strong. Like, you have the fire energy. You push through everything. So, and like, you're like actively choosing not to see um or do any opportunity. So the 3 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're actively choosing to not do anything. I feel like there's some kind of like standstill. And I feel like I hear a lot of you guys give yourself an excuse, because it is an excuse. I'll be blunt on that. I feel like a lot of you guys are giving yourselves an excuse where you're just trying to, like, there's a lot of changes and things that I need to make a decision on that are hard, and I need to take a second to decipher what that is, and it's like you're taking too long. So that's another reason why there's a missed opportunity. Um, you need to make a decision before a decision is made for you, right? And when I say this statement, it means if you don't move, you not moving will make it like the universe will just decide it and you're going to be miserable. So let's just say you have an opportunity for a new job, right? And this isn't any topic. I'm just like switching gears now because I know I did a lot of love stuff. But let's just say you have an opportunity for a new job. Someone comes out, a recruiter comes out and says, "Hey, I have this opportunity." And it's like more well paying, or maybe it's just something that you really wanted to do and it just pivots you, but there's no security in that just because it's new. Like, yes, you'll have a job security, yes, yeah, that, but like, you don't know if you're going to like it. You don't know if you're going to like the environment, and or maybe you have to move somewhere or whatever, and you just don't know what that outcome is. It's like, okay, well, you're not moving and doing that, like, because you probably manifested it. You not moving and moving towards your next chapter is going to make you stay where you are, and you're already miserable, and like the decision is miss opportunity, goodbye, like it's gone. So, I mean, I just think that there's something within this that is fear based. And a lot of it is because, again, like, I just think that there's something with this like past experience. I think there's something within you that's happened in your past that you haven't worked through. And it's allowing you to like make these decisions that keep you stuck. And I think there's a lot of introspection that needs to happen, especially before the new year. If you can kind of like reel that in and be like, okay, like because I know my problems, right? Like, I've had to, in order for me to receive the things that I have today, I had to sit down and really kind of think about, well, what brought me here? Why am I here? Am I the way I am? And I know that I've had therapy galore. So I always feel like, this is great, being spiritually connected and being with your guides and listening to them. I also feel like medicine is good. I just feel like there's like a good balance in everything, because science is science. And I believe in all those things. I also believe my guides kind of lead me in the direction that I need to. Um, and it all works great together. So if you think that you need like maybe a therapy session just to kind of decipher and pick apart where you are in life and why, I highly recommend. And I think like you become a bigger person, a better person, no matter what. And I do like put in a lot of psychology when I do these readings, because it's all intertwined. All of it is intertwined at the end of the day. But like I said, there's something right now in the present that there is a miss. You are standing still because you're choosing to, because there's a fear behind it, but you don't even realize that there are a lot of opportunities. This is like emotional experiences, things that you can choose from, pick and choose from. And like the universe is kind of like, they are kind of pushing you to make a different choice. And that's one of those things like that you're kind of like juggling, like, do you make a different choice right now? And I think that that is like a big yes from the universe. Again, we do have free will, so you choose whatever feels the most comfortable for you, but like your guys have your back at the end of the day. No matter what decision you make in your life, you will get to where you need to be. I just like fully wholeheartedly believe that. Let's see what's going on in the future, because I see like there is good things in the present, but you're just not seeing it. So like we need to get through that hurdle. But the future looks absolutely beautiful. So I have 9 of Pentacles, Judgment, and 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Truly feel like whatever the situation is in your future you're walking away from, that's a breakup card. But I'm seeing that so it doesn't have to be an emotional thing with like a person, with a partner, but it could be friends, it could be family. Maybe you like walking away from something toxic that wasn't serving you. And it's a long time coming. I see you finally moving away from that. I feel like if you see this reading and the energy is there right now that you're like trying to be positive, you're trying to do different, you know that this isn't right, you want something more. I see you kind of like opening your eyes, kind of listening to this and being like, yeah, okay, I need to move on. Because 9 of Pentacles, that's like literally basking in your abundance, the fruits of your labor. You're in the happiest, content place that you haven't been in a while. And you find that through just doing what is best for you. Because I don't think you actually are making the decisions that are best for you, because there's a lot of fear. Again, and the Judgment card being here, for me, there is a sense that you have because this is all tied to the past. I don't know why I'm getting like this past situation that's causing you this missed opportunity fear, because in the stagnation, you have a moment of like, this is it. Like you kind of do a chart, pros and cons. Maybe you have a conversation with your boss, your friends, your family, or your significant other or not even a significant other, but that person that takes up your time, right? Like we're just going to call them that. But there is a sense of you're going to actually kind of be like, are you worthy to come with me to my next chapter? Are you what I need? Is this what I need? And I think you actually sit down and do that and walk away. There's a definite breakup. Like you leave this situation and on to bigger and better things. So I feel like a lot of you guys don't realize the weight that you're carrying and how much that's going to lift once you walk away. So that is very, very strong in this reading. There's a heaviness that's ready to be gone. And can you imagine if you like kind of like take this and do the things you need to do to clear that energy, how much happier you're going to be in the new year? We were right there. You want to start 2026 on the right foot, and you have the right guidance, and your guides are by your side. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that this is a beautiful reading that if you just do the one little thing, just let go of the past and move on and close that door, I think you're going to see more than what you've ever, because there's a fear about that, right? Like there's a fear that like, oh, if I walk away I'm gonna be alone forever. It's like, no. Or I'm not gonna find the job. No, you will find a job. I mean, even if you go for like the time being and work at like a restaurant or something to get to the next spot, because you have to let go of that whatever it takes, you're just not happy where you are now, and everything happens for a reason. Let's go ahead and get a last takeaway here from your guides. What do they want to leave you with? Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? This is your takeaway, guys. And this doesn't have to be a female, it could be a male as well. But this is your takeaway. Have you answered your deepest calling? Like, what is it that you want? What is your calling? Like, are you supposed to be in a relationship that is back and forth? No, you're here because you want to be with someone for the rest of your life. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you want to have kids. You don't have to, but like, treated right at minimum, right? Maybe like this like job that you're in isn't like, it was a stepping stone, but it wasn't what it was. But there's a fear of like failure of doing whatever you wanted to do. But like that's your story to write. If you say you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail. If you go in there confident, knowing like this is what I want to do and I'm gonna make it happen, that's it. There is no choice after that, then you're going to have a successful career. Like it's all about you. It's all about your energy. It's all about you, what you put into it. And I think that's your guide's kind of takeaway for this month, for the month of December. Have you answered your deepest calling? Like do something, guys. Like you're right there. And I feel it. And I know that it's there because in the present, you're missing all this. You're missing all these different options, opportunities to choose what you want to do. And you're not taking them because there's fear. And understandably so, but I hope you hear this message because I think it's beautiful. I think that there's a lot of movement that you can do to kind of get to like a better new year. And I love that for you guys. So this message did resonate. Definitely like subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.